my name is Trinity, and if you are here, you must be here to talk about some books, because that's why I'm here, to talk about some books. And in today's video, I am going to be doing a series check-in. At the beginning of the year, I did a couple of videos talking about the series that I need to start, series I need to finish, and series that I am continuing with. So I will be talking very briefly about the series that I have made progress with or have not made progress with. And I hope to get through this as quickly as possible, but I do want to talk about this because your girl needs some accountability in her life. So what I'm going to start with, the first video that I did was series that I need to finish in 2021. The first series on this list is The Split Worlds by Emma Newman. I have not made progress with this series, guys. I haven't even found the other book that I need to read from this series to finish it. So I'm gonna have to do some purchasing on Amazon. Yeah. The second series that I need to finish is the Dr. Greta Van Helsing series by Vivian Shaw. And if you guys watched my last TBR 10 video, you will know that I finally purchased the third book in this series. So I own it now. It's a trilogy. And I need to actually read it. But I do own it now. The third would be the Ember and the Ashes series by Sabaa Tahir. I have one book left, so I have made progress with this series. I am still thoroughly enjoying it. I recommend this series to anybody who likes some good, fun fantasy in their life. But I am making progress with this one. One book down, one book to go. The Faithful and the Fallen by John Gwynne. As you guys know, I'm about to start reading Ruin. I am trying to put Ruin off just a little bit longer because I am reading The Shadow of the Gods. So I need two more books to finish out this series. But it looks like I will finish Ruin this month and Wrath next month. The Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb. I have not picked up Assassin's Apprentice yet. So if you guys missed the video where I talked about this, Assassin's Apprentice is not a book that I liked. And I'm going to go back and read Robin Hobb. So there were 3 series that I talked about. Red Rising, this one, and The First Law. That I read the first book in the series and then never continued. And this, of course, you know, this is one of them. And so I need to go back and read Assassin's Apprentice and then read the second book and see if The Farseer is actually going to be a trilogy that I like. If not, I do plan to start Ship of Magic and start the Live Ship Traders trilogy, because I've heard even if you don't like the Farseer trilogy, you'll probably like the Live Ship Traders. So there's where I stand with that. And speaking of the First Law trilogy, have not restarted this yet. I do own it. It's sitting right here. Right here. But I haven't necessarily put this off. It has just not fallen into my TBR 10, and I really thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be one of the higher rated books. It's not. It's one that falls in the middle. So that's the reason I haven't actually started that one yet. But I am changing up my TBR 10. Next month, I'm going to do my own TBR. I have not put The Blade itself on May's TBR, but I am going to be reading it soon. I'm very excited because I really want to read it. However, I'm also having a character-driven novel reading slump right now. So I probably won't pick it up, like I said, next month. So that's a whole nother thing. The next series that I needed to finish was the Lightbringer series by Brent Weeks, and I did, and I loved it so much. So much. Brent Weeks. Oh, yeah. Favorite series, second favorite series of all time, rather, because it was just brilliant, guys. The Burning White, I adored it so much, so much. I did have issues with the Blood Mirror, but they got cleared up in the Burning White. So yes, this series definitely needs to be read. Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I have read Red Rising and Golden Sun, and Morning Star is on next month's TBR. I'm very, very excited. I want to read it right now because I just finished Golden Sun, so your girl's having a little bit of heart palpitations over the ending of that book. The Others by Anne Bishop. I have one book left. I have read one since I did the video, and that will finish up the series for me. And Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. Dark Dawn will be on next month's TBR. I did read God's Grave, and oh my gosh, I loved that book so much. So much. Okay, moving on to series I need to start in 2021. And this was a separate video, but I want to talk about all of the series in one video this go round. Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I read the first book. I thought it was so fun that I've already purchased the second book, and the third is coming out very, very soon. The Burning by Evan Winters. The Rage of Dragons. I did not like this book, and I will not be continuing with the series. It was just too much repetition for me, and it made the book really boring in some parts. I loved the cultural aspects of the book. Those were fantastic. If we could have focused on that, I would have been very, very happy. The Daevabad trilogy by S.A. Chakraborty. Again, if you watched my last video, you will see that I purchased the first book in this trilogy, and I will hopefully be getting to it very, very soon. The Gentleman Bastards by Scott Lynch. I read The Lies of Locke Lamora, and I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I gave it 4 stars. The world building in this book is great. Nobody talks about that. Talked to the Shelf Space Discord about this recently. The humor, though, outshines anything else in this book. And I have heard that Locke and Jean's relationship is the epitome of romance. I disagree. And I think that is what kind of hurt the rating of the novel for me, because I was expecting this epic romance, and I didn't get that. I didn't get that from the book. The Shadow Campaigns by Django Wexler. Haven't started that one yet. I have talked about the fact that I have never read Flintlock Fantasy. And this one, I almost want to say it's a little bit intimidating because I've never read a Flintlock Fantasy, and I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I really just don't know. Trader's Son Cycle by Miles Cameron. Now this is one that I do plan to start very soon. It is not on May's TBR, but I am very, very excited to get to it. Foundry Side by Robert Jackson Bennett. I am very excited to get to this one as well. I do own Foundryside and Shorefall, so I'm hoping that I can get to both of these and move it to my series I'm working on and waiting on the next book before the end of the year. The Grisha trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. I did read Shadow and Bone. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was such a throwback to the Twilight era. Some people are going to be like, what? Why would you say that about the Grishaverse? It is. Those novels were fun and entertaining. Nothing wrong with that. Not the most well-written novels ever, but I do enjoy Leigh Bardugo's writing style, so I enjoyed Shadow and Bone. I do plan to read Siege and Storm next month. So there's that. And I'm thoroughly excited about the Netflix show. It looks like it's going to be fantastic. The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I have not started that. I don't know when I'm actually going to add it to my TBR. It won't be next month, but I really want to read it. It's just one of those, again, it might be a little bit intimidating for me because so many people love it, and I hope I'm going to. I don't know. Maybe it's the hype. Is the hype getting to me? That could be true. Could be very true. And then last but not least on the books or series I need to start in 2021, that would be Book of the Ancestor. So Red Sister by Mark Lawrence. I have not started that one yet either, and I really want to. So hopefully I get around to doing that. Just don't know when. Okay, ongoing series that I am working on, All the Stars and Teeth. I just picked up All the Tides of Fate, so I haven't gotten to that one yet. Hell's Library by A.J. Hackwith. There's a reason I haven't read Archive of the Forgotten, because so many people have said it sucks, and I'm scared. It is one that I want to read, but with all of the bad reviews, I kind of just want it to sit on its own and be forgotten about. Archive of the Forgotten. Because I loved Library of the Unwritten so much. So I'm a little nervous to pick that one up. The Witchland series, I'm still waiting on the next book to be released. The Dresden Files. I have not yet picked up the next book in the Dresden Files that I have not read, which is Summer Night. I do have access to it through my library, so I don't know. My problem is that I haven't enjoyed the books previous to this. And let me rephrase. I've liked them. They're okay, but I'm expecting so much more from what everybody else has said that they fall flat for me, and they're not enjoyable because I keep waiting for this epic story to unfold and nothing's happening. So while I do enjoy Harry Dresden and his little skull friend, I don't know. There's so many more other urban fantasies out there that are more appealing to me, and this series is so long. And I know that the arc of the main storyline doesn't happen until Changes, and that's a long ways away. So there's that. The Seven Kennings by Kevin Hearn. I just need to go buy the second book. I haven't done that yet, and that's the only reason that I haven't continued with this series thus far. But I actually need to buy both of them, because the first book I got as an arc, and then the second book I just haven't picked up. But I am very much looking forward to it because I really enjoyed The Plague of Giants. The Murderbot Diaries. I am slowly working my way through the Murderbot Diaries, so I am on book 4. I don't know when I'm going to pick that up yet. Haven't decided if I'm going to add it to May's TBR, because May's TBR is looking a little thick. But that is it for my series update. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys can keep me accountable for the books that I have yet to read. And like, subscribe, do all the fun things, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!